Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope you're all fine and doing great in your life. You are watching me on 𝗘𝗱𝘂𝗰𝗁𝘀𝗧's official YouTube channel, which provides you the best online education services until now. 𝗘𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁 is working from the previous 12 years and ranked number 1 until now. So we are here at Awari, Lahore to attend an amazing event, which is Education Malaysia Fair 2022. So let's get in the hall and resolve all your questions and queries. So come on. So today we are here at Awari, Lahore to attend an event, Malaysia Expo Fair 2022, and we have the very honorable guest with us, who is Mr. 𝗘𝗱𝗃𝗀𝘀𝗶, who is the CEO of EMGS. Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I hope you're all fine.
Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
Sir, what makes Malaysia an attractive country to study?
Thank you so much, Neha. The most important, anywhere in the world, if you are looking for good education, you will look for high quality education. So which in Malaysia, we have at least 4 universities which is ranked top 200 in QS World University Ranking. Namely University Malaya, ranked number 70, University Putra Malaysia, 123, and University Kebangsaan Malaysia, 149. Okay, so these universities are good universities. But apart from that university, we also have other public and private universities. We have around 447 private universities and we have 20 public universities. Other than that, this top quality or high quality education, Malaysia also offers affordability. English is widely spoken. We have dynamic lifestyle for students. We are diverse. We have a lot of races. We have Malays, we have Chinese, we have Indians, and we have students from all around the world, from almost 160 countries. So if students choose Malaysia to study, they have the opportunity to meet friends from more than 160 countries.
So please tell me, is there any special eligibility criteria for a local student who want to study in Malaysia?
Okay, all students from all around the world, they need to complete at least 12 years of education from their primary school until the secondary high school. So they need to complete 12 years. And then they need to take their national examination, which is recognized by their respective countries' government. With that qualification, they may apply into Malaysian higher education institutions. And they need also most of the universities, all universities in Malaysia requires English.
Okay. Yeah, language is a barrier for local students, especially from Pakistan.
Yeah, well, but then you can get a conditional offer from universities, which you can do your English first in Malaysia, maximum of 2 years, which is usually we found that Pakistani students, they do not have that much problem to communicate and to learn English, because I believe that Pakistani students, most of them have started to learn English since their primary school. So to further their studies in Malaysia for another 2 years, intensive English language studies, I think it will most of the time it's not a problem for Pakistani students.
Yeah, right. So please tell me, other countries like Australia, England and UK, Canada, they prefer to do IELTS courses and courses like that for their languages. So do Malaysia prefer any?
We accept all English tests, IELTS, TOEFL, Pearson, and even in Malaysia we have our own. We call it MUET, Malaysian University English Test.
MUET. Is this pronounces it again?
MUET, M-U-E-T, Malaysian University English Test.
Okay.
Which is much cheaper.
Which is mandatory for students to pass out?
Yeah, it's mandatory. It's an entry requirement. So they need to have this English. They need to have this English exempted, or they need to achieve some benchmark or scores. Yeah.
So which courses are most demanded in Malaysian universities? Like in Pakistan, we prefer to do psychology, mass media. So which courses are most preferable in Malaysia?
Okay, in Malaysia, from Pakistan,
yeah,
most of Pakistani students prefer to go to Malaysia for engineering,
okay,
business and administration, and also computing.
Okay, so these are the famous courses of
That's
Malaysian university. Okay, that's right. So if a student want to take admission in Malaysian university, so it's possible he or she can work during their education time period, or
This is a very good question and very important question from all students from all over the world. Okay, in Malaysia, our priority is to make sure the student really study during their study period.
Yeah.
Okay, but we do allow students to work part-time during their semester break. So they can work at least 20 hours a week.
In campuses, universities, or other
in
than
campus
that?
And also outside campus. But they have to apply through their institutions. As in summary just now, as I mentioned, yeah, students is allowed to work. Okay, 20 hours during their semester break, and they can apply through their institutions. But the most important thing, they need to still have their valid student visa.
Yeah, student visa is must to have.
That's right, it's a must.
Okay, so Mr. Rizlan, is Malaysia a safer country for female students to study?
Definitely, not only female. I think all students. But if you are talking about female, yes, of course. Okay, in Malaysia, if you choose to stay in campus, okay, the accommodation provided for the students will be separated between the male and female. And not only that, all universities accommodation will provide 24 hours security. And in general in Malaysia, we have a very, very low crime rate. So for students, especially female, to go around, inshallah, they will be safe, inshallah. And we have our police force, okay, our security system is, if I can say it, one of the best in the world. So inshallah, for all students, if you're asking about female, inshallah, all of them will be safe and in the safe hands of the institutions and also the Malaysian hospitality, inshallah.
That's very good to hear about that. Does government provide any accommodation for students or not?
Okay, the government, as a government, we do not provide accommodation for students, but the university does. Okay, each university, almost all universities, they have in-campus accommodation. So students can choose to stay in campus with all good facilities and security.
So, sir, please tell me, you are organizing Malaysia. You are representing Malaysia globally.
That's right.
So, is there any chances to get admission in a cheaper way or to avail any scholarship from Pakistan and other cities and countries?
Okay, Malaysian institutions do provide scholarships. Okay, but different university will have different sort of scholarships. Sometimes they give full scholarship, sometimes they give partial scholarship, sometimes they only provide tuition fee scholarship. So it depends on the institutions, which the students can apply directly to the institutions. They can visit the institution's website, and they can even go through our website to know about the scholarship or about the courses. They can go to our Discover Education Malaysia portal, discovereducationmalaysia.gov.my.
Okay, so is studying in Malaysia is cheaper or costly? It's a very important question and most asked question.
Most of the students and parents especially will ask this question. Okay, whether to study in Malaysia, is it cheap or is it expensive? Well, I cannot say it's cheap, but it's affordable. Okay, if you compare to other countries such as UK, US and Australia, you're only going to be paying 1/3 of what you are paying in those countries. Okay, maybe around, in public universities, around $4,400 per annum, and in private universities around $4,900 per annum. That is the tuition fees. But other than that, for students' accommodation, for their food, for transportation, it's much cheaper comparing to other countries. Okay, currently we are ranked as Asia's most affordable student city. Most affordable in Asia. Okay, so I believe if Pakistani students come to Malaysia, especially the parents, okay, they can see that it's very cost effective. For this year alone, from January 2022 until the end of August 2022, we already received almost 1,000 new applications from Pakistani students. And from that, the ratio will be 60% male and 40% female.
Females.
And for enrollment, currently, we have 4,466 active students now studying in Malaysia from Pakistan.
Okay, so lastly, please tell me, you have organized event in Pakistan, and before Lahore, you visited Karachi, KPK, and other provinces.
That's
so,
right.
what is your experience over here, and what was the response of students from other provinces and Lahore?
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. The moment I arrived in Karachi, and after that we went to Peshawar, Islamabad, and currently we are in Lahore, I really enjoyed the trip.
Yeah.
Okay, to meet the people, to see the surrounding, the scenery, to enjoy their food, okay, and the most important thing, to meet our potential students. Most of the students are really excited to know about Malaysian higher education. They're really excited to meet representative from the institution face to face, which they can ask about anything, which our university's representative really accommodate their answers and inquiries. So we really welcome any students or parents to know more about Malaysian education. They can visit our Discover Education Malaysia portal, and I'm really thankful to all Pakistani, the people, which is very friendly and receptive. So inshallah, we'll come again.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So ये थे Mr. 𝗘𝗱𝘆𝘀𝗶𝗃, who is the CEO of EMGS, which is Education Malaysia Global Services. I hope तमाम तर स्टूडेंट्स की जितनी भी क्वायरीज हैं और क्वेश्चंस हैं वो उनके इंटरव्यू के थ्रू जो है वो रिसॉल्व हो चुके होंगे। अब आप लोगों ने जाना कि मलेशिया में क्या क्या चीज़ें रिक्वायर्ड हैं, क्या क्या चीज़ें जो है डिमांड में हैं, और क्या क्या चीज़ें जो हैं वो एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया में आते हैं। आई होप ये वीडियो आप लोगों के लिए यूज़फुल रही हो। अगर आप लोग जाना चाहते हैं मलेशिया, स्पेशली अगर आप लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं किसी भी अब्रॉड कंट्री में स्टडी करने के लिए या अपनी डिग्री को आगे परस्यू करने के लिए, तो ये एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है। इस फेयर के थ्रू भी आप लोगों को बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगी, मिल सकती भी है। आप लोग मलेशिया को चूज़ कर सकते हैं और वहाँ जाके अपनी फर्दर स्टडीज़ जो हैं वो कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं। चाहे आप लोग बैचलर्स करना चाहते हैं या मास्टर्स करना चाहते हैं, इट्स अप टू यू। बट आप लोगों की जितनी भी क्वायरीज हैं और क्वेश्चंस जो हैं वो इस इंटरव्यू के थ्रू आई होप सॉल्व हो चुके होंगे। मैं दोबारा आऊँगी एक और इन्फॉर्मेटिव सी वीडियो के साथ। मुझे दें इजाज़त। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।